Branching is an incredibly important concept in Git because it allows you to endlessly experiment, fix, or modify your project without worrying about messing up the main version of it. Now, here's how it works. Think of your commits as the trunk of a tree. As you make your commits, they stack one on top of another, just kind of in a straight line. At any point, however, you can create a branch. At first, all a branch does is point to the same commit that you just based it off of. Now, once you switch to it and start making another commit, however, it then takes on a life of its own. You now have essentially two versions of the same project, and you can switch back and forth between them and develop at different paces. Once you're finished experimenting with a branch, you can merge the changes back into the master branch or just delete it if it didn't work out. You can also have as many branches as you want, and you can even create a branch from another branch. You need to be careful, though, as multiple branches add to the complexity of a project and can make the process of merging a little bit more difficult. A common workflow would look like this. Let's say you're developing a website and you want to test out a new photo gallery plugin, but you're not quite ready to deploy it yet. You could create a branch that integrates the plugin and begins to test it. Now, while you're doing that, you will receive a bug report on your site and you want to fix it immediately. So you can create a new branch fix for the bug and then test it. Once you're done testing it, you can merge that back into the master branch for deployment. Meanwhile, over in your photo gallery branch, maybe you're experimenting with different versions of it and you're finding out which functionality you like, and you get it to a point to where the photo gallery is exactly what you want. Now, once you're done with that, you could, if you wanted to, delete other branches like bug fix and then merge the finished gallery back into your main branch. Now, of course, deleting bug fix had nothing to do with merging photo gallery back in. It's just sort of getting rid of a branch that you don't need anymore. So this type of a workflow really encourages exploration, and it maintains the integrity of your deployed site. It's an incredibly powerful part of the Git workflow. So let's go take a closer look at how easy it is to create a branch in Git. Okay, so I'm back to my terminal window, and you'll notice that I've navigated to the Git basics, so I'm still inside the Git basics directory, and I want to create a new branch. To do that, all I have to type in is git branch, and then the name of the branch that I want. In this case, I'm going to create a branch called add fonts because that's exactly what I'm going to do. In this particular branch, I'm going to add some web fonts, experiment with them, see if I like them, see if I want to keep them before merging them back in to the site that we were working on. So I'm going to go ahead and hit return. It goes ahead and creates the branch for me. Now, if I do a git status now, you'll notice that even though we've created the branch add fonts, we're not on that branch yet. So any work right now that would get done to the master branch. You can see it says on branch master. So just creating a branch isn't enough to switch over to it. Now, this is the source of a really common error when using Git. A lot of users will create a new branch and then they just assume that Git switches over to it automatically. Then they start making changes, and then they commit them, and unfortunately, they're committing them to the wrong branch. So in order to work on the right branch, you first need to learn how to switch between them, and we're going to do that next.